The distinctive troughs and crests of the human brain are not present in most animals. Highly folded brains are seen only in a handful of species, including some primates, dolphins, elephants, and pigs. In humans, folding begins in fetal brains around the 20th week of gestation and is completed only when the child is about 18 months old. Why the brain is folded can be rationalized easily from an evolutionary perspective. Folded brains likely evolved to fit a large cortex into a small volume with the benefit of reducing neuronal wiring length and improving cognitive. Less understood is how the brain folds. Several hypotheses have been proposed, but none have been directly used to Harvard John Paulson School of Engineering and Applied Sciences. With scientists in Finland and France, have shown that while many molecular processes are important in determining events, what ultimately causes the brain to fold is a simple mechanical instability with buckling. After analyzing more than 700,000 pitches thrown during the 2008 and 2009 seasons, we found that umpires frequently made errors behind the plate. About 14% of non-swinging pitches were called erroneously. Some of those errors occurred in fairly predictable ways. We found, for example, that umpires tended to favor the home team by expanding the strike zone, calling a strike when the pitch was actually a ball. 3% of the time for home team pitchers versus 12.7% of the time for visitors. Other errors were more surprising. Contrary to the expectation that umpires would be more accurate in important situations, we found that they were, in fact, more likely to make mistakes when the game was on the line. For example, our analyses suggest that umpires were 13% more likely to miss an actual strike in the bottom of the 9th inning of a tie game than in the top of the 1st inning, on the first pitch. Denotation is when you mean what you say, literally. Connotation is created when you mean something else, something that might be initially hidden. The connotative meaning of a word is based on implication, or shared emotional association with a word. Greasy is a completely innocent word. Some things, like car engines, need to be greasy. But greasy contains negative associations for most people, whether they are talking about food or about people. Often there are many words that denote approximately the same thing, but their connotations are very different. Innocent and genuine both denote an absence of corruption, but the connotations of the two words are different. Innocent is often associated with a lack of experience, whereas genuine is not. Connotations are important in poetry because poets use them to further develop or complicate a poem's meaning.